Hey friends, it's your girl, Lady T with Authentically TJB. And today, friends, yes, today, I am coming to you because we all know 2026 is around the corner. So I said, self, you got to do this. You got to do a 2026 budget reset. And here's my plan that your girl, Lady T, is going to do to get my budget back to where it needs to be. And I'm going to take back my money. So sit back, relax, and hey, get a cup of coffee, get your pen and paper, and let's take some notes. And before we get started, let me say welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you for subscribing, watching, liking. Um, and those who haven't subscribed but will subscribe, I appreciate you. And the budgeters, hey, I'm ready to get into that budgeting community. So knock, 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 knock. Let me in. All right, let's get into it. All righty. So in 2026, it's a new year and a clean slate. It's going to be a clean slate. This year felt chaotic financially. Now if you felt financially chaotic, please stay with me because in this video, I'm going to walk you and myself through a simple, repeatable budget reset that helps you stop money leaks and, um, you know, pay down debt, right? That's something that we all want to do. We all want to pay down debt and live the fun life that we actually want without feeling deprived. So, again, grab your notebook because we're going to do this together. All righty. So, why reset your budget now? Well, here's why reset matters. Budgets drift, they drift off. Subscriptions creep in, prices rise, and our priorities change. If you've entered the empty nest season like me, your categories may need a complete reshuffle. It's like a reset customizes your money to your current life, not last year's life, current. Like prices change, priorities change. Hey, you've changed. You may be an empty nester now. So let's get into the facts. No shame now, no shame, just data. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to download the last 3 months of transactions from my bank and my credit cards. I don't use credit cards anymore, so my debit card. And then I'm going to highlight all my reoccurring bills and subscriptions. And honestly, my reoccurring bills is really just my car, my insurance, my rent. Um, that's really it. I have a couple of subscriptions. And then what I'm going to do is highlight any purchases I don't even remember making. Really? Okay. And then I'm going to total my spending by category: my housing, my utilities, my food, transportation, debt, saving, giving, personal, and fun. Now, I'm going to be honest and transparent. I don't know if I have all that. Oops, excuse me, because I'm just swiping, take it out, swiping, right? So what's going to surprise me is where did my money leak? Like what did I buy? Was it truly worth it? Like, did I need that outfit right now? Did I need that pocketbook right now? So I don't know. It's just that I've got to fix the leaks, and I can't fix what I don't want to face. So just like in a corporation or any business, your audit, that's going to be your power move. So for 2026, what I recommend for myself is a zero based budget. Um, you know, I'm going to give every dollar, and I mean every dollar, a job, because what I find now, if I have $500 left over from, my paycheck on the 16th, I'm not telling it where to go. I'm leaving it in a lump sum, but then I'm taking from it. Like I'm like, oh, I got it, and long as I have $200 to last me to the next pay period, I'm good. I got to stop doing that. See, my money is telling me where to go. I'm not telling my money where to go. So, one of the things, and I'm in accounting, it's income minus expensive, minus savings, minus giving, minus sinking funds. That's going to be my zero based debt. Now, do I have a lot of work to do? I do, because what I need to figure out is what sinking funds are going to be important for me. I watch a lot of budgeters and seasoned budgeters. I love watching Daisy Budgets. I like watching Black and Blue. I mean, there's so many out there that I like to watch, and I'm like, oh, they have all these binders, Lizzie Busy Budget. But they've been doing it longer than I have. And I can't get discouraged because I don't have a high priority, a low priority. Um, Salisa, you and me, like I watch her $100 envelope box challenge. I can't get discouraged because I can't do what they do just yet. Or I can do what they do, but maybe I haven't put in the effort. So for me, budgeting is basically just like a job. You gotta sit down and you gotta put the work in. So, how am I going to set it up for 2026? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my net monthly income, right? And then all this is going to be on paper, and you're going to see this with me. And then I'm going to lock in my essentials first. What are my essentials? That's going to be housing, my utilities, my groceries, my transportation, my insurance. So let me just back up for a minute. So my housing and my utilities are together. So I could take utilities and instead of saying, okay, well, that I don't need that category. Okay, I don't need that category, but I can choose another category. Every year I know this is coming around: registration, personal property tax. These are things that I know are going to come up on a yearly basis. So then I'm going to add my giving and my savings goal. Even if it's small, I'm going to say, okay, my first victory is going to be $100 toward my savings fund. Is that hard to do? No, because if you think about it, I used to eat out and spend $100 a week eating out, but I'm changing that habit. I'm eating small things. Again, I'm an empty nester. If I don't feel like eating a big meal, what I'll do, I'll get cups of soup. I'll make little things just so I don't have to go out and spend money. And then I'm going to add on sinking funds. Okay. So, like I stated, I have property tax that are due, car registration, car repairs. There's so many things. You got Christmas. I have grandkids. So, you have birthdays coming up. So then I'm going to delve into my sinking funds. And even if I watch All Things Planned, Janika, she'll put $2 in a savings, in a low priority sinking fund. And then I watch how it develops. So I have to get my mindset off of, you have to have this much money in that sinking fund to be successful. And then I'm going to assign a specific amount to debt payoff. And then I'm going to give my fund money a cap. I'm going to choose a number that's sustainable. I'm not just going to just throw out any number. I'm going to choose a sustainable amount, and then I'm going to live within that means, whether it's each pay period or once a month, right? So, my step 3, I'm going to set up sinking funds that I'm actually going to use in 2022. Why are sinking funds to me going to be important? Because it's going to save funds and save my sanity. Um, I'm just going to set up many buckets for expenses I know that are coming: car maintenance and tags, medical and prescriptions, annual renewals. I don't really have any annual renewals too much, but you never know. Um, Gifts and holidays. Yes, I'm going to start now. Travel or weekend getaways. Back to school. Self care. Professional development courses. These are things, maybe, okay, professional development that my job may not pay for. I may want to take a course by one of my YouTubers out here that's offering a budget course. You just never know. And then what I'm going to start with, I'm gonna um, I'm gonna start with 5 buckets that are gonna match my reality. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and get 20 buckets and then I'm all over the place and I can't put money. in every bucket, right? So then step 4, I'm going to focus on measurable debt payoff. So, like, say we're paying off consumer debt, we're going to choose one target, or I'm going to choose one target at a time. So, I like the debt snowball momentum or avalanche. You know, the snowball, of course, we know that's the smallest balance, the fastest wins. The avalanche, highest interest, most savings. So, something that I'm going to do is I'm going to list my balances with APR minimums, choose the method. I'm going to mark which one is priority. And then I'm going to set aside extra payment that's realistic, an extra payment that's realistic. And then once I really get into it, I'm going to track with the progress bar. Now, this doesn't say, let me be transparent. I'm not going to do all this right away. These are baby steps. These are baby steps, but this is my plan that I wanted to share with you all. Um, I just want to start to see the progress, you know. Um, what I've decided is I like to auto pay my bills. Which I don't really, well, I like to, and then I don't like to. Like certain things I auto pay, like, no, let me rephrase that. I don't auto pay. I like to know when it's coming out, what I've paid. But what I am gonna do, and you guys will see when I do start my stuffing, I have my sinking funds on Ally, because, and I like Ally because they can set up budget buckets. So some of you may know about Ally. I like Ally. I like getting the interest, but the most importantly why I did it, because it allows me to set up buckets. So what I've done, I've ordered prop money so that I can still stuff my binders. See, I'm starting with just, I have these 3 binders, and I'm going to show them. I'm going to start with these 3 binders, but I'm automating and transferring my money to put into the buckets. That way, out of sight, out of mind, it's making me money as I'm saving money. Um, and then I'm just going to do a weekly 15-minute, money tidy session, show where I am, right? And another thing about me doing my sinking funds automated is there's no oops, I forgot, or oh my gosh, I can't get to the bank, or the line at the bank is long and the teller's looking like, well, I don't have enough fives. This way I could just transfer it in, and I could set the increments up in my buckets. So, quarterly reviews and habit stack. So, I'm going to put 3 review dates on my calendar. So, first quarter is March, second quarter is June, third is September, and the finale is December. So, what am I going to review? I'm going to review my category drifts. Do my numbers still fit in the reality that I set, the goals that I have for myself? Upcoming non-monthly expenses. Do I have funds to cover them? What is my debt payoff progress? Did I increase extra payments? Were I not able to? So those are some of the things. And I'm just going to tie that into a daily routine. So, I do it, say, on Sundays. It's just like you saying, okay, I'm going to go to the gym Monday, coffee on Tuesday. I'm just saying coffee because I like coffee, but it's just setting up a routine. Um, and step 7 is my income boost playbook. So what that means, a clean budget is powerful. We all know that, especially you seasoned budgeters. A clean budget is powerful, but income changes everything. So I'm going to choose just one path for quarter 1. I'm starting with quarter 1. I'm not trying to figure out what's going to happen in April, May, or June. I'm just going to focus on quarter 1, which is January, February, and March. Um, I might sell some clothes that I don't use. Um, I'm definitely not going to go try to buy or just sell things that I could still use just to fund my envelopes. I'm not going to do that. Let's see. I'm not going to, okay, it's not like I'm going to try 10 ideals. I'm going to, just 1 or 2. So, anyway, that's my 2026 budget reset. I'm going to audit, framework, sinking funds. I'm focused on debt payoff, automations, quarterly reviews, and my annual income boost. So, reset. If you're doing this with me, and tell me your priority debt or top sinking fund. You know, let me know some ideas you may have for me, some ways that I can reset my budget or start softly, slowly. Um, and there's no shame. There's no shame. But what I wanted to show you, because I'm always buying stuff and I never use it. Well, one thing I've started again is my penny challenge. And even though this isn't January 1st yet, I still started it. So I'm going into January, quarter one, strong with $10.40. And I want to say this challenge will save me $668. Now, I'm proud of myself because I have done this challenge before and I have saved. And then I ordered this off Etsy, and it's a couple of little challenges in here. But what I'm doing, I know that Easter's coming up. So in one of my Miss Busy Budget, I got this from, she sent me a freebie and it was Easter. I made one, each circle $1. So I'm going to save $54. And then this is for the month of January. My goal is to save $130. Once I save this 130, then I'm going to reallocate it into a fund. If I'm able to get this paid off before January, I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to do an $80 savings challenge, and this is going to go to my grandkids. So, but what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to do try to do 5, 6, 7, 8 challenges and get overwhelmed. But what I am going to do, even though I have buckets set up, I'm going to at least, at minimum, take $5 if that's all I have and put it in buckets. So if I have 20 extra dollars left over, I'm going to put it in my account, transfer it to Ally, and put it toward buckets. So just stick with me, you guys, and work with me. And right now, this is what I have. These are the binders that I have. I'm gonna um, I'm gonna use this. This is I put an envelope in here, and it's for completed challenges. So when I complete a challenge, I'm gonna put it in here, and then at the end of that quarter, we're gonna do an audit, and we're gonna see how much we saved, and then we're gonna reallocate it. So nothing will be reallocated until I finish challenges for the quarter. So, and then I have a 1 month ahead binder that I want to start working with, but again, I'm going to take baby steps. And I had broke down, um, what things I want to use for my 1 month ahead binder. So I ask you guys please to follow me, to encourage me, to stick with me, to help me as I help you. And doing that is no shade, no tea, no judgment. Um, it's called encouragement. Just encourage me and I will encourage you because we all want to be debt free. We all want to live a debt free life and we can do it. But it only takes, again, baby steps. That's it, baby steps. So, with that being said, I thank you. I appreciate you. And I look forward into you leaving a comment, subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and go with me on my journey as I work through 2026 to change my mind money reset.